Okay, look like my graphics didn't work. Still trying to figure out how to put something up here, put a prop up here, so it won't be a dark screen. Saludo todos, everyone. Have something to share with you tonight. I listen to a lot other video games beside my own, and I'm saying, man, I am kind of a what do you call it? I'm very unique because I hear people speaking about growing up in neighborhoods when foreigners was owning the shops. I said, man, I grew up when we owned our own shops. I grew up when we had our own neighborhood. We owned the stores, the department stores, the movie houses. Man, I must be ancient. I must be ancient. So being that there's not a lot, so yeah, a lot of you don't make it my age. So seeing that I have a duty to share my experiences with you, because man, I don't see a lot of elderly people these days. I wonder what happened to them. Well, the point of this video is to talk about the good old days for those of you who want to know what it was like. Listen to my videos. I got quite a few videos where I talk about it. Most of them shorts. And I don't know why I get more views on the shorts than I do with the live broadcast. I guess people just don't have the time to listen to a live. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the people's not getting their lives or they're not seeing the videos or what. Doesn't matter because I'm doing this for my record. I'm saving all my videos to my own channel, not my own channel, but my own devices so I can have them for myself when they are taken down. Because, yeah, they will be taken down because it's not mine. I can't say how long they're going to stay up because I don't own this platform. This I'm in somebody else's house. They can close the door whenever they feel like it, whenever it suits them. So I appreciate the time they give me. Yes, man, a day starts with us uh eating breakfast together. Well, not all the time, but sometimes for running late. And we walked to school. I don't remember seeing the buses when I was growing up. They came later. I think school buses came about in the 70s when they was talking about busing people to schools. I don't remember seeing them before then. I know we didn't have it at our schools, but I lived close to school, so it wasn't that far. And we'd take our lunch. We'd take our lunch to school in a brown bag, and yeah, teacher would meet us at the gate, greet us, and we had a whole all everybody in the school looked like me. You know what I'm saying? We owned our own schools. And man, it was nothing, no problems, no turmoil at all. It was always peaceful. I don't remember seeing any fights in the elementary school. No. Nothing like that. Everybody was well behaved. The teachers were very stern. They wasn't mean, but they tell you what they expect of you, and you did it. And we had fun. It wasn't like we was in a didn't have fun. We had a lot of fun at recess. We wasn't clowning in the classroom. Nobody clown. I mean, looking. I taught in the classroom, so I see how you have clowns in every classroom. But growing up, man, nothing like that ever happened that I recall. Was no special school students. Wasn't nobody getting whipped in the classroom. No, 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 no. Everything was organized. Everything was in order. I mean, that's what like heaven. Uh, we knew all the neighbors. The neighbors knew all the families. I say about 2 blocks square area. Beyond that, we might not have known the people, but I really can't say because I have been far out somewhere to the park, which is about 3 miles away, and some people knew us, knew our family. I've been on a bus riding our own buses, and people knew my family. So yeah, all the streets was named after some famous black person. I did the research later. At the time, I didn't know that. But still, that shows you that we had settled that community ourselves. They was called wards. I don't know if they still call wards, but a ward means you've been. It's a district you're controlled by a ward. It wasn't a district; it was a ward. And I think ward meant has something to do with Indian reservations. I think that has something to do with being a ward. Has something to do. I did some research on that. So we was really in our own territory, so to speak, our own, you know, and everything changed after. Well, not the Brown versus Board Education said, okay, we have separate but equal. That's what that was about because some NAACP said, well, um, I think when somebody wanted to go to a law school and they told him he had to go to his own law school, so they didn't have a law school, and so they tried to set up a sham law school, but it wasn't like the one that he wanted to go to. So only people had a law school at the time were the white folks, and so he said he had a right to go to that law school. Now this was in the South. It wasn't like that up north. I think it was already integrated a lot. But when we was in before then, I never seen a police car growing up as a youth. Never saw a police car. The milk used to be delivered to our houses. Before we got an ice box, we had ice. It's like looked like ice box, but we had ice in it, and we had a method of collecting the water when the ice melts. I guess you can say it was a big ice cooler. Wasn't electric. Before we had TV, we had radio. We just listened to the programs at night, like some of these programs we listened to. All the same things on TV at that time. Gangbusters, uh, The Green Shadow, mostly mystery movies. You know, and if we needed something, uh, and we didn't want to go to the store, or maybe we didn't have the money, we go borrow from next door. Uh, Anybody on the block. Some of that people come to us and want to borrow something. You may be in the middle of making a cake or something, and you find out you didn't have those flour, so you just go borrow some flour next door instead of going all the way to the store to get the flour. It was usually in emergencies. We didn't abuse it. It was just like in emergencies. We needed some sugar real quick. And my neighbor used to call me to go to the store for him. You know, he was an elderly man. His wife has passed, Mr. Pearson, and he had his own garden, a big old house. Everybody had houses. I think they built apartments very recent. I seen an apartment, but they was very few. You didn't see a lot of them, and they wasn't as big as one you see now. They was just maybe four room for four door. It was a fourplex. Wasn't really an apartment. We had fourplex where four people can live in there. Had their own little living space. You know what I mean? Like four houses put together, but it was very small. So it's like a fourplex. That's the largest apartment I've seen. We used to go to our store. We had all the black people own their own stores. And it was beautiful. I'm telling you, beautiful. Now we did have a white, maybe Italian people. No, all of them wasn't black. We did have an Italian. Uh, it was two men. They ran a store called Mandola. Is in walking distance as well. But that was rare because most of the store owners and the shops, and we had a street we called the main street, the business section. You see, I didn't go downtown till I was teenager. We had everything we needed. We had the movie theaters. We had two of them. We can walk. They was quite far apart, but we still could walk to either one of them. And we had our restaurants, dining areas, clothing store, insurance, whatever you can think of. Whatever we needed, we had. Now downtown, sure, that was large and bigger. Well, okay, that's enough for now. I just want to, for those who's interested, you listen to this, and maybe you want to ask some questions. All right, peace.